Alright, you guys, welcome back to my channel. I haven't seen you guys in forever. Hopefully you guys can see me, or else it's going to be really awkward that I'm talking to myself the whole time and you can't see me. Haven't posted in literally like 6 months. Sorry, you guys. Life happens. If you don't follow me on TikTok, big mistake, okay? I'll leave my TikTok down below, but I post on there all the time, daily. My goal is to post Monday through Friday on there. Sometimes Sundays. You want to follow me on there, follow me on there. I'll leave it down below because I'm constantly doing life updates, little life vlogs and stuff over there. So anyways, we're going to be talking about my birth story, and my baby will be a month tomorrow and I'll be 1 month postpartum tomorrow. So I figured we can throw all that into one. I went past 40 weeks, which is shocking to me because it's my third baby and I kind of figured that she would just fall out. So I had my 40-week appointment. I was 40 weeks on Mother's Day, the 11th. So that was a Sunday. Obviously the doctor's wasn't open. So I went to the doctor's on Monday for a 40-week appointment. I was still not even 2 centimeters dilated. And apparently they were doing like renovations for the maternity like unit in the hospital. And so y'all, it's not just pregnancy brain, it's postpartum brain too. Okay. Cause I just completely blanked out what I was going to say. We're only doing like they were only scheduling inductions if you were 41 weeks plus, or if it was like an emergency. And so they were like, yeah, you're gonna have to go to 41 weeks unless the baby just decides to come on her own. So whatever, I was getting dressed. This was May 12th, by the way. I was getting dressed and I started crying because I was like, I just don't understand why my body's not doing what it's supposed to do. Like, why am I going past 40 weeks and it's my third baby? And I just felt like it wasn't fair, but obviously it was God's plan, whatever. I'm getting dressed, I'm about to walk out the room, and then the doctor comes back in and she's like, they actually want you to go today at 4 p.m. for scheduled induction. Like, there's no point of making you wait, whatever. Thank the Lord. Okay, so went at 4 p.m. there, and then they inserted the balloon but sometime between 5 and 6, and that stayed in until about 2 a.m. That got me to 5 centimeters dilated, and then the balloon practically just fell out. And then from 2, or I think it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, from 3 a.m. to 8 a.m., I didn't dilate anymore. I was like, this girl is legit not trying to come out. I didn't dilate anymore in between that time. And so then they broke my water. And from 8 a.m. to about 11 a.m., I then got dilated to 8 centimeters. And then from 11 to 12, it was like full on rush. My times might be wrong, but I do believe she was born right after noon. Okay. I knew I should have recorded this for you guys like right after it happened, but again, I just wasn't honestly worried about YouTube. I'm trying to get back into YouTube, you guys. Okay. So bear with me. But within the span of an hour, I got from 8 to 10 centimeters dilated, and I went all natural, you guys. Applause for me, because I didn't think I would. I had it in the back of my head that I wanted to try, and I was like, I'm going to try to go as long as I can before I get an epidural. By the time I got to 8 centimeters dilated, like, the contractions were fine. It was a little bit painful, more uncomfortable than anything, but like I could breathe through them, it was fine. And then when I hit 8 centimeters dilated, and for that last hour from 8 to 10 centimeters, I was in so much pain I felt like I was going to throw up, like I was going to pass out, but it was still manageable, I believe, because of my mom and my boyfriend. They really helped me get through it. They would hold my hand, they would tell me that I was doing great, and the nurses as well, they were doing really amazing, and the doctor too. So for the last hour of being pregnant, it was not fun, okay, but I did it. I got on my hands and knees, and whenever a contraction would come, I would just kind of like push myself down into it, and I was still only 8 centimeters dilated for like that last hour, and it was within like 15 minutes that I went from 8 to 10. It was crazy. She did not want to come out, okay, and every time I felt like I need to push, they were like, it's not time quite yet, like she's right there, but she's like not pushing on your cervix enough. I was like, oh my good Lord, if they don't get her out, like now they're gonna have to take me for a C-section. Like I felt like I was legit going to pass out. That's how bad the contractions were. And then it was like within like 2 seconds that I was like, no, you guys, like she's coming, like I have to push now. So they ran and grabbed the doctor. It was amazing because my original doctor that I've been seeing for every doctor's appointment besides like 2 of them, she came running in. She was in the office, which is right across from the hospital. And she came running in and she was like, I saw that you were like ready to push. And so I just wanted to come over here, ran over here real quick to help out. So she ended up delivering my baby, which was awesome because none of the doctors that I have ever seen throughout my whole entire pregnancies have been the ones that delivered my baby. Oh my goodness, she's smiling. Look, you guys, I don't know if you can see her. Hi, Mama. Hi, Mamas. Hi, Mama. Hi. She was smiling at me from down there at least, but it was really nice. Nice experience. I pushed 4 times, literally for not even 10 minutes, and she came flying out. My poor baby was so swollen. I'll try to remember to insert pictures for you guys. So, as you can see, if I don't insert pictures, I'll insert like video clips because that's probably a little bit easier for me. But a beautiful birthing experience. Again, definitely got through the contractions until 8 centimeters and then they like picked up rapidly and I was miserable, but pushing was literally fine. I just felt like I was pooping, to be honest. And she came out and I didn't tear or anything. And she looked like really chunky, but I knew it was just because she was swollen. Like she didn't even open her eyes for the first 24 hours because of how swollen she was. Because they said that she just kind of like came flying out at that point, which made her swell up, I guess. Anywho, I didn't tear or anything. This girl was 9 pounds, 3 ounces, y'all. I was like, oh, she's probably a little bit bigger than what Onyx was, but she's still like 8 pounds. 9 pounds, 3 ounces, and 19 inches long. Or was it 20? I think it was 20. Yeah, because Hendrix was 19, Onyx was 21, I believe. She was 20 inches long. So, 9 pounds, 3 ounces, 20 inches long, and I didn't tear or anything, which is great. Made me feel like I have a loose coochie, but I don't. Okay, you guys. I be doing my Kegels, y'all, okay? For the last few weeks, up until I gave birth, I was doing all these exercises, like trying to put myself into labor. There was a YouTube video that, again, I will try to remember to leave in the link it down below. But I was doing all those things, eating pineapple every day, all that, and nothing helped ripen my cervix or anything. But I feel like it made my labor a lot easier, and I feel like that's why it didn't tear. We were only in the hospital for a little bit over technically more than 24 hours because she was born on the 13th and we left on the 14th, but we went into the hospital Monday night. You know what I'm saying? So like we were there for less than 48 hours. This first month has been a journey for sure. She was doing great the first like 2 weeks and she was just chilling, right, Mama? She would just wake up, eat, go back to sleep, whatever. But over the past like week or so, she's been having, I believe she's getting colic, you guys. She's been crying a lot and she wants to be held all the time. She's also been spitting up a lot too. Luckily she has her 1 month appointment tomorrow. So I'm going to talk to the doctor about seeing what we think we should do. I think I'm going to do the elimination diet, where you take out everything and then you add it back in and see if that upsets her. Because I have a feeling she has a dairy intolerance. I eat a lot of dairy, cheese, milk, all of that. So I have a feeling that might be upsetting her stomach because she spits up a lot. Like a lot more than what I remember my other 2 spitting up. What I can remember, at least, So that's annoying for her and for me because, one, I'm changing her clothes constantly. I'm washing her clothes constantly and mine too because she spits up all. She was doing fine with like pooping and everything. And this past week, for this past week, she's only pooped like every other day, which I guess can be normal, but it's bothering me. So we'll talk to the doctor about that tomorrow. We might be having a little bit of a problem, girl. Yeah, but I'm thinking about cutting out dairy. So these past like week and a half to 2 weeks have been a little bit difficult because I legit can't do anything. Like I go a very long time without eating and my sleep has been messed up. Like I have to sleep when she sleeps, which is only when I'm like holding her, and which makes it hard because I'm very scared of like her, like SIDS and stuff. So it's been a little bit difficult. I've been doing fine. I've been going on walks and stuff. The other day we took Onyx and Hendrix to Sky Zone for Onyx's birthday. It was just us and I started jumping and it literally felt like my coochie was like about to fall out. So I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. I haven't started exercising or anything yet. I've just been going on walks pretty much every day, if not every other day. But a lot of times during the day, I'm just sleeping with her because, again, she doesn't sleep very well unless she's being held, which makes me lose sleep. And so, yeah, you guys. But she's been doing great other than that. She's the sweetest little girl that just likes to watch me all the time, and her dad as well. She just likes to watch, which I think is the cutest thing ever. This is Leia Darlene Cruz. And she, we literally had picked the name. What name did we pick? Eliana. And up until like 3 days before I gave birth, that was going to be her name. And then my kids' names are Hendrix Onyx, and it was going to be Eliana. And imagine if I got a necklace, it would have spelled out ho, you guys. So I was like, we got to change the name. Found a name that we liked, Leia. And I think it's so beautiful. And she's just my little Leia girl, my little angel girl. But Leia, and then Darlene is my mom's middle name. So my grandma, who passed away when I was a little baby. But I have a tattoo for her and everything. I just know that she was a good woman, so I felt like I needed to give her that name because Darlene is such a cute name and such a beautiful name. This is Miss Leia, girl. She's just the cutest little girl. She looks nothing like me. She looks just like her dad. But she's just the most beautiful girl. She's a big girl, y'all. I don't know how much she weighs, but I'm going to put her at like 10 pounds by now. Probably. But she still eats every 2 hours. During the day, she'll sleep. Probably, 2 hours. Then she wakes up to eat. She'll be up for like 30 minutes, and then she'll go back to sleep. That's pretty much her schedule. During the night, she does have a little bit of a stretch. It's usually about 4 hours from like 11 to, well, it's really about 5 hours. From like 11 or 12 to right around 4 a.m. So I am proud of that. I'm happy with that. But she is starting to get cradle cap, y'all, which means she's going to lose her little hair. Like, I feel like I can already tell that she's balding. My girl. But that's okay. She's still going to be the most beautiful girl ever. I was trying to put bows on her and stuff, but she absolutely hates it. Like, cannot stand it. So, it's the funniest thing ever, mamas. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. We're doing great. I'm going to try my best to post more on YouTube. Again, I'll leave my TikTok down below because I post there daily. Monday through Friday at least. But I'm going to try to keep posting on YouTube because I used to love YouTube and YouTube was like my thing, you know? And I don't want to give that up. I just have to get back on the schedule with you guys. So, yeah. Come on, mamas. Okay, I gotta feed this girl. I'm gonna feed her, and then we're gonna go on a walk, and we're just gonna have the most fun time together. Come on, mamas. But yeah, that is it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as always, and I'll see you in the next one.